13 days, a lot of people in the country are talking about this. We want you to talk about it, too. On November 20th, Rodney Reed, remember that name, he's scheduled to be executed in Texas. He was convicted of raping and killing 19-year-old Stacy Stites back in 1996. Reed says they were in a consensual relationship, and people have corroborated that story, and he maintains his innocence. In the meantime, her fiancé, a police officer, allegedly confessed to another inmate when he was in prison for an unrelated crime, but he has since retracted that confession. Celebrities and lawmakers have called for the conviction to be overturned, citing this new witness testimony. So far, more than 2 million people have signed an online petition to stop his execution. I first saw this story on Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil had gone to the prison to interview.
Yeah,
that's where I first, and now I see more and more people are talking about it. But because there is so much conflicting testimony, at the very least, there should be a stay of the execution. Remind me, Oprah, of Anthony Ray Hinton a little bit.
Mr. Hinton, who spent, which was another book I was on here for talking about. Mr. Hinton spent 30 years on death row for a crime he did not commit. I think at least the governor has to pause and look at the 2 million people who have signed a petition. That's 2 million voices saying, listen to us, something's off here, something needs to be done.
Yeah,
so
take
Governor,
the celebrity.
you're watching. Hello, I think this is a sign you're supposed to at least not execute, but look at it.
At least take a break and
take a pause.
It's saying in the law, I'd rather let 10 guilty people free than kill one innocent man. So take a pause.
Celebrities are on board.
One of the things that Anthony Ray Hinton says in his book, The Sun Does Shine, he actually lists all the people who are on death row, and so many of them, a great percentage, are on there for something, a crime.
And a lot of them are people of color. And it's not so much that celebrities are bringing attention to the story, but there are a lot of people who are not celebrities who are saying, like you said,
the 2 million people who signed that petition are not celebrities.
Well, and the evidence itself is very compelling.
That's right.